You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
Welcome into another edition of Behind the Bulldogs. Brandon Worth, Tatum Outlaw, giving you the good stuff in Ferris State Sports, your behind-the-scenes Ferris State Sports podcast. And Tatum, a whole slew of sports were in action this weekend, and we got a lot of victories to talk about. So it's basically Victory Tuesday as we're recording this.
It is Victory Tuesday. I like how you put that and worded that. We had a lot of competitive games last weekend, lots of strong conference matches, and I think the Bulldogs did really good. So I'm just ready to talk about it.
We're going to talk about all the good things. We got a great interview, as you guys probably saw in the title. I think it's one of the first interviews where these two guys have been actually brought in the same room together to do an interview. So very exciting stuff with the Bauer brothers we'll get to in just a little bit. Before we get into the Ferris State Sports recap, big thanks to Dazos Digital. Target your target audience with the experts. You can visit DazosDigital.com for more information. So let's get into the recap. Let's start obviously with the elephant in the room. Well, there's not literally an elephant, but of course with the episode, many people are probably thinking, all right, you guys should talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. We beat GB.
We did.
It was a very exciting game. Yeah. It was 38-31 was the final score. Very close game. Give credit to Grand Valley. They played really well. It was a really close game. Not like we were expecting a blowout or anything, but they played well. Bulldogs played well, but the resilience late in that quarter, in that fourth quarter, was huge. I believe Wyatt had the game-winning score late in the contest. That ended up being the game-winning score at the time. It was 2 scores at the time, but Grand Valley got one late. But it was a huge, huge atmosphere. I know you guys caught a little bit before your match that we'll talk about here in a little bit, but great crowd. Top Tiger was packed, and it really was a gritty grudge match between two rival teams that are top 20 teams in the country.
Yeah, I mean, we know that our football team can demolish teams that aren't so great that we're competing against, but playing teams that are very similar to us and are very dominant like us and seeing how we handle that. And like you said, resilience, that was just awesome to see us come on top. Obviously, we knew we had faith in our team. We knew we could find a win, but to see them be able to beat the teams that were better than, and then also the teams that are pretty much in line with us was just great news. So, and there was a great show out to the game. So big part of that energy was due to you guys who came to watch.
Absolutely. Justin Payout, as well as a friend of the podcast, Tarick Brett with 4 touchdowns, both players of the week in GLIAC action. Congratulations to them. Big win for the Bulldogs. They'll be in action this weekend. We'll talk about it a little bit later. 6 sets, 1. None for the other team. Pretty good weekend for volleyball.
Yeah, we had a great weekend, I think. We didn't play our best. We played great one game, not our best the other game, but we still were able to win. Ugly is what we call it. Glad we got some of those icky games out of the way where we're not playing our best, because we'll get into it later, but we've got some big games this week. So,
woo, yes.
Respect, all fear none. A win is a win. So I'm glad we could have a double sweep this weekend.
Respect. Wow. I need a second to digest that. That's pretty good stuff. And congratulations to also friend of the podcast, Hope Davies.
Yeah.
GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week. So shout out to Hope for a great performance indeed. Let's highlight hockey really quick. Unfortunate results in Houghton. I think it's a really good Michigan Tech team. I think one that's really underrated going into the season, looking at the CCHA polls. That's a tough place to play in as well. Going up to Houghton, it's a long drive. It's a very competitive, very good Michigan Tech team, not a Northern Michigan team. They'll play them later. But I think overall, they just got overpowered early. And really, I think the first goal going in on Friday was huge. But that Tech response was just huge. Fans behind them, the whole 9. Give them credit. They played really well. The Bulldogs have an opportunity to bounce back this weekend.
Yeah, they played hard. Super competitive match. They just fell short a little bit. And if you want to hear some of their thoughts on that game, go slide on over to Off the Ice podcast after you finish listening to this one, because we talked a little bit about their game and the upcoming games.
So is it a cha-cha slide or is it a shuffle slide?
Whatever toots your horn.
Okay, there you go. We're getting all of the metaphors, Tab. Love it. Women's and men's cross country finished up actions. Very good results there in Grand Rapids, held at the Gainey Sports Complex. Women's as a team finishing 7th, men's 6th overall in a very packed GLIAC field. Shout out to Whitney Farrell, all-conference honoree for the hard work that she did. Very, very good results for her, as well as the other fellow women. Ella Kowach as well, top 40. Jessica Durkee, top 45. Men's Emma Johnson, top 30. Petty, Ryan Osowski, Ben Knuth, Aaron Bowerman are both top 20 or 40, all top 45, excuse me. But a very overall good course, good overall conditions. It might not have been as good as they had wanted as far as ambitions, getting in the top 5 each. But overall, I think really good overall result for a Saturday, and they have another opportunity as well later in the season in regionals.
Exactly. I mean, that's, they played great. I think obviously fell short just a little bit, but I think for us to finish strong was really important. And again, like you said, we're going to have another chance. So
yeah, and I cannot reiterate it more. Like, I don't think people realize the GLIAC, the Midwest, it is the running circuit of Division II. So it is really the hardest conference to get through.
We have a competitive region. Honestly, for all sports, I think the Midwest is just a very competitive area for sports. So.
It is. It really breeds the competition level that we see across all sports. It's really an impressive thing just to think about at the end of the day. GLIAC, very competitive conference overall. Speaking of GLIAC, women's soccer had 2 GLIAC matches. Big win, huge offensive win, 3 goals scored against Michigan Tech, really huge. They did battle to a 2-2 tie or a draw, as some say in the soccer realm, against the Wildcats. So overall, 4 points on the weekend. I know Coach Henson, they wanted 6, but you did it against a team you needed to get points against in the Wildcats. You got the 3 against Michigan Tech. So you're still climbing, and right now, looking at their schedule, they have a great opportunity to try to get themselves into home field advantage going into the GLIAC quarterfinals, which would be huge considering the magnitude of that matchup.
For sure. And I would say the soccer team is definitely among some of the grittier teams. I think they're always like finding ways to improve, and they have some low-hanging fruits that if they just fix a couple things here and there, they're gold. So I think I'm just confident for the rest of their season and the upcoming teams that they'll play, because I know they're super hungry for it. And we've seen them, accomplish some of their goals that they've been working on. So hopefully they can stay consistent with that.
Absolutely. Still a long season to go. Might only be a couple weeks to a month, but it's going to be a long season at the end of the day. Men's golf finishing out tied for 13th. Last we checked on here today on Tuesday as we're listening to this. So if you want more up-to-date information and results, you can head over to fairstatebulldogs.com. Currently, we're tied for 13th. A lot of overall great stuff. Cole Putnam, Ben Miller, all really playing well so far for Coach Stark's crew. And for them, it's really the last fall competition. They're soaking up the sun and hopefully bringing it back to the Big Rapids area. Please do, guys. Pack it in the van. I don't care what it takes. Just steal the sun. It's pretty much the entirety of what we need. Is they're talking about snow later. We don't have to talk about that on the podcast, but we need it. So, but overall, good to see men's golf competing in the sun at least one more time before they're going to be stuck indoors for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. You hit all my thoughts there. So. Yeah,
pretty much as good as it gets.
You hit it there.
It's great when you have 2 hosts, because the fact of the matter is, with the amount of caliber of great things that we have on the same mind, like telepathically, it's incredible.
Yeah, we bounce off each other well, I'd say.
Absolutely. It's great. With that being said, we have an interview to get to with the Bauer brothers, who are standing by from Ferris State Football. Now joining us here in the interview room, we have 2 very special guests. Tatum, we're back to twins again. This time, it's the Bauer brothers from football, Tarick and Wyatt. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Great to have you guys on the show. And fresh off of a huge rivalry win, just talk about being able to beat Grand Valley in front of what was a packed Top Tiger field last Saturday.
Yeah, we're young, obviously. We didn't know what the rivalry really meant. It was my first game playing against Grand Valley on the football field. But just came out and prepared like we had to do and got it done.
Yeah, I mean, I've been injured, so I haven't been able to do very much. But just the atmosphere and everything that goes with it is just awesome.
I mean, yeah, you said it. You guys are young and you were injured. This is your guys' first, year where you're getting to really showcase what you've been working on, your skill, and you guys have already become such great leaders for this team. Talk about how that's different this year, being on the field more so than you were years previously.
Yeah, last year we were in scout all year for practice, which was a great experience for us, just going against that defense every single day. But obviously it's changed, and over the spring and summer we worked really hard and just be able to show our skill set and provide for this team and lead for them.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, scout was a very eye-opening experience for us from coming in high school, definitely, and making us more of a better athlete in what we have to do on the football field. So.
Absolutely. Take me back. The Tiffin game. You guys connected for the first time in college. Super exciting. Talk us through that play, and I'm sure the family discussions after the game about how special of a moment that was.
Yeah, that was a crazy moment because so we were driving down and, he didn't play the whole game and coach put him in for that one play. And I was like, okay, I'm going to throw him the ball. So
Naturally.
they called that play. I was going to throw him the ball and it was man on man. And so I just threw it up to him, having confidence he's going to go get it. And he got it and scored. It was pretty cool. And it filled my heart with joy.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was just awesome going back to high school because that's how high school was. Just throw me the ball. I mean, it was always fun just having him throw me the ball. So, yeah, it was awesome just being out there and having that moment.
Yeah, Corona coaching staff must love the go ball when you guys were playing. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
I need to know, did you guys always know that you wanted to play in college together, or was that something that just kind of happened on its own?
Yeah, I feel like, we had separate offers to go different places, but we made it up in our minds and had a nice long talk about how we wanted to play together and stay together, just because we've been together for our whole lives. So it's been great to have each other on this team, and I'm enjoying it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've always played together for however long it's been, so I didn't really want to split up, and we had a conversation and we were like, we need to stay together, and that's the goal. So
that's awesome. Yeah. I do have to ask though, who's better, Tarick as quarterback or Wyatt as receiver? If you flip roles,
me as receiver.
No.
For sure.
All right, so explain your case.
Sure. You know how many things quarterback has to know on the field. But I would arguably say that I'm just as good as an athlete as him. So I think I'd be a great receiver. And I also played receiver in high school before I played quarterback. So that's my take on it.
Okay. Tarick, you have to have a counter argument.
I guess. I mean, he'd be right, but
Thank you.
I did play a little bit of backup QB in youth football, so I got it in my roots. So
all right. There you go.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I mean, the facial expressions were...
He knows I'm right.
We're just saying otherwise.
He knows I'm right.
What are you guys studying here at Ferris, and what do you want to do with that?
Yeah, I'm in the construction management program.
Cool.
My dad's also a construction manager, so I just enjoy what he does, and I look up to what he does, and I've always enjoyed like building stuff and all that kind of stuff, like construction. So
I love that.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I'm in criminal justice, so
cool.
I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, but something in law enforcement maybe. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you got plenty of time too. Yeah. So when it comes to outside the football field, away from practice, schoolwork's done. What do you guys do to kick back? Do you hang out together? Do you have separate hobbies? What goes on?
We hang out a lot, like all of our friends do together, and play video games. So,
is there a go-to?
Warzone.
All right. Are you the which was the better of the two?
I am.
You keep starting to with these questions.
It depends on the day, honestly.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool to have. So we have 8 guys pretty much living right next to each other. So we live over at Venlo.
Okay.
We got 4 guys living together and 4 guys living together. So it's pretty cool to have all of us together, and we usually have movie nights all together, just hang out, and it's pretty nice over there.
Favorite movie genre that you guys stick to, or do you like to spread it out?
Recently, we've been watching horror movies together.
I love horror movies.
Yeah. So that's been pretty cool. We turn on the lights off and everything and just hang out and just watch those movies together.
It's that time of the year. Is there a favorite one?
We watched both of the Nun movies back to back the last 2 days.
Oh, you like ghost scary stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been pretty cool. But
we've asked this on the podcast before. I just thought of it. Or I think someone asked us, what's your guys' favorite sport movie?
Oh.
I like The Waterboy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness.
Too many to choose from.
Probably Happy Gilmore, honestly.
Oh.
I'm a big golfer. So.
Okay.
Those are like comedy sport movies. Yeah. Those ones are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up playing golf, which is another thing about me, but we both did, and we've been playing since we were 8 years old. So we both enjoy playing golf in the summer. We play every day. So.
Well, now I have to ask, who's better at golf? Everything's a competition
This
today.
is now a competitive podcast.
Yeah.
I would say most of the time him, but it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Who's feeling better?
For sure.
I get it.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, as a scramble duo, could you take down anybody else on the team, or is there a tandem you'd be a little scared? I know TA
is
talks
a
lot
golfer.
about it.
Yeah.
He's so competitive.
Yeah.
It would be a tough one.
Okay.
Coach Anise and Anthony keep talking about how they want to play, so we're gonna have to play them in the summertime.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you guys joined like the pickleball wave here?
Not yet, no.
We used to play in high school and like at home, but
Yeah.
we just haven't played here yet. No.
Because TA is pretty good at pickleball too.
I've heard.
And he's got the paddles in his office. And then like if I forget mine, I'll borrow his.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So
There you go. When it comes to your favorite part about being with the team, the atmosphere, the games that you get to experience, what's your favorite thing about being with the team? The whole experience, practices, games, so on and so forth.
I would say the games, it's just great to connect with other guys, and Big Rapids really reminds me of home for where I grew up, a smaller town, and just to connect with the guys and through practice and all the games and just celebrate the wins together.
Cool. Tarick, how about you?
Yeah, I definitely from last year, I think I've grown a connection with a lot of the guys and feel like a brotherhood here. And it's just great to be in the complex and just see everybody.
Rock on.
Yeah. You kind of dipped into it a little bit since you brought it up. Where did you guys grow up and how did you get into football?
We grew up in Corona, Michigan.
Hey, it's on his shirt.
It is right here.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, we grew up in Corona. TA graduated from Corona High School.
Yes.
So he grew up there. We've known him for 12 years now.
Wow.
He used to host veer camps at Corona for the varsity players, and we were in like 6th grade, and we used to go join the camps and everything like that. But we started playing football, flag football, when we were probably 6 years old, and that's where it started. My dad's a big football guy, so we're just trying to live out his dream that he had to play football in college. So it's just great to grow up in a small town and just experience that.
For sure.
Yeah, we play on Nick and East athletic field, so TA's dad, I believe, and just small town stuff. Everybody comes out to the games just like here and supports, and it reminds me of home, which is nice and comfortable.
So you basically grew up bound to be a Bulldog is
You're
what
right.
it sounds like.
You're right.
Yeah.
You knew before you knew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. I have to ask, as a guy that also follows high school, I know Corona continuously, year after year in the playoffs. Did that level of success in high school prepare you, I'm sure, to be here in Big Rapids to compete with the Bulldogs?
Yeah, we made a great run. Our senior year, we went 13-1. We made it to the state championship. We ended up losing that game to Grand Rapids Catholic Central.
Darn it.
I know. But that's the longest run Corona's had since the 70s.
Wow.
So it was a great experience just to be able to play on Ford Field and just to play good football, and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think definitely playing, 14 games that many people don't get to experience in high school for sure, because most only get 9, 10,
maybe 11, yeah.
Maybe. So I think it was a nice thing to get into college football, which is playing 14 games. So yeah.
Cool.
Shifting gears just a little bit, I always ask this question because I think the answers are so funny. Do you guys have any like pregame superstitions or even just like routines you always do? Like some people, it's very simple. They just eat the same thing or they put their socks on in the same order. But then some people have very extensive things that they do.
I don't know. Do you have one?
Not that I can think of. I just like staying on routine. Like
Okay.
I'm a routine guy. Like I don't like to, like if something goes wrong with my morning routine before a game, I just get flustered or stuff like that. So it's just, I got to stay with the same routine. Like we usually have team breakfast in the morning at 9 and then I usually go back home, sit down for a second. But if I have to go somewhere else, I get flustered a little bit. So it's just a routine thing for me.
Okay. Why?
I don't have one, really.
No.
Just another day.
That's lame, I guess.
Just another day.
Yeah.
Just another day.
It's like, oh yeah, I have a game
I
today.
guess.
Whatever.
I don't know. I can't think of one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Going off of that, pregame meal, I know is sometimes a superstition. Is there a go-to for you guys every time? I know you guys get similar meals each and every game day, but what's the go-to?
Yeah, right now we go to Crankers before every game.
Okay.
Usually I like to eat eggs and hash browns and try to stay away from the pork stuff. I'm dealing with some heartburn issues right now with that. So, but yeah,
stay away
usually
from
like
that.
protein and a little bit of carbs.
Okay.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right.
I don't like to eat very much before games. So just something little, especially at breakfast, like some eggs or maybe something little. So nothing special.
Fair enough. Do you guys have to, like, when it comes to lunch, we had later games earlier in the year. Was there anything in particular then, or did you kind of just, rock with the similar routine?
I would try to eat some pasta, just a little bit. I don't like getting full, like he said. It makes me feel a little like sluggish
Sure.
and all that kind of stuff. So some pasta and a lot of water. So
A lot of
stay
water.
hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with him.
Okay. Is their go-to pasta? I know there's a lot out there. Some like spaghetti, some like,
I'd say spaghetti.
Okay,
For
spaghetti.
me, yeah.
Simple.
I like
Yeah.
some chicken Alfredo.
That's another one.
so-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Good
Mhm.
choices, solid choices. Do you guys have a favorite field? I will stick to college. Favorite field you've played in, or besides our own.
I would say Michigan Tech so far. We went up to Houghton a couple weeks ago. And just where it's at really is just in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful up there right now. And
Mhm.
traveling up there was really beautiful. So it was a great atmosphere and great to play on that field.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys got the color tour when you went up there, which
We
is
did.
really, really
It
cool.
was great,
So,
yeah.
Tarick, different answer?
I didn't get to travel to Tech because I was hurt.
Oh, that's right. Darn it.
I'm not gonna say GV
Obviously.
because
Yes.
we can't give them that
no.
satisfaction.
No.
I don't know. Not really.
Okay.
Big Rapids is where it's at.
There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Top Tiger Field.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you the best of luck against Northern. Last question, though, before we go, we ask everybody on the show, what's your favorite thing about being here at Ferris State? Being a Bulldog.
The atmosphere for me, everybody's very friendly around here, and I feel like all the athletes get along really well. So that's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, just all the athletes together and building the championship culture around here is just awesome.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys both, Wyatt, Tarick, for joining us
Thank
on the
you.
show, and go beat the Wildcats this weekend.
Appreciate
go.
it. Thank you.
Big thanks to the Bauer brothers for joining us here on the show, and got the competitive juices flowing between those guys just a smidge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they were just great guests to have on. I think they do really well in front of the camera. Obviously, I think they've just had quite the season. So I'm glad we could just see them show off their talent. We didn't get to see that the years before, and just seeing how they interact with each other. I think we really got to learn more about their personalities. Like, yes, they're brothers, but they have a little bit of a different personality. So it was just fun to interact with them, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
Absolutely. We got more great interviews lined up as we continue on with our series, so make sure you subscribe and follow along. Let's get to the Ferris State Sports Slate before you go. Friday is Spooky Day. It's Halloween.
Spooky Day.
And that does not mean that there's no action of Ferris State Bulldog caliber. Volleyball is heading down into the 313 to play
Yeah.
Wayne State at Wayne State.
Yeah, I mean, what better day to have a really good conference match? I mean, not that we think too much about the rankings here, but it's the 1 and 2 team in the GLIAC facing off at Wayne State
Woo!
on Halloween. How spooky.
Spooky.
Wayne State's one of those gyms where there's just something where there's always something that we're just working through in that gym. I don't want to say we play bad in that gym, but we've had a history of like playing really competitive matches in that gym. So I'm just really excited. The tension is here, and hopefully we come out on top. This is a really important game for us.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed. And if you aren't willing to drive all the way to Detroit, I mean, shame on you. No, but we do have hockey at home. It is Halloween weekend at Engelglave and Ice Arena, taking on Lindenwood. So that'll be a very fun matchup. I believe it's costume night on Friday. You can find more information at ferrisstatebulldogs.com, or you can follow along with the Ferris Hockey Instagram as well as Twitter pages. You can find all the information there. That'll be a 7:07 puck drop from just across the hall. They will also be in action 7:07 once again on Saturday. So just be aware, it is back-to-back 7:07 puck drop times. It's not 6 on Saturday, it's 7 o'clock. And then you guys will be in behind enemy lines 3 o'clock on Saturday. Not only have to deal with Wayne State on the road, but then you get to go and play in Acrebone at Allendale.
Yep, we're playing the number 2 seed on Friday, the number 3 seed on Saturday. Both games are away. Both are hungry and ready to give us a challenge. So don't expect you guys to make it to Wayne State, but I do expect a handful of you guys to make it to Allendale.
You heard her,
Might
folks.
as well. I mean, it's a Saturday. You can make a whole day out of it. So.
Absolutely. There will also be home football against Northern Michigan. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff from Top Tiger Field on Saturday. We know we might not get 10,000 people, but come on out, enjoy a great football atmosphere. It was great to see all of our fans last week, get to interact with them. It was fantastic. So we hope to see another great crowd. This weekend, Sunday, women's soccer will be at Saginaw Valley State. Big game for the Dogs there in University Center. That is a 1 o'clock kickoff there from Saginaw. And then from then on out, we are pretty much on lull until the following Thursday when we have home soccer. But we'll touch on that on the next episode coming up very soon.
Yeah, I think, the fall sports are slowly,
Don't say it.
but also very quickly
Don't say it.
wrapping up their seasons.
No.
I know we're in the second half of conference play for everyone. I know for volleyball, we play each team twice for the most part. Football's seeing the end of their competitions for their conference. So make sure you guys continue to just bring good energy, good support, and enthusiasm to our games, because I think how you finish up conference play will determine the rest of your season. And ultimately, we're trying to win championships here. I mean, we're trying to go as far as we can go at Ferris State. So definitely keep coming out and showing your support.
We're talking about playoffs.
Yeah.
We're talking about playoffs. We're not just talking about winning the game.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about winning playoffs.
We are trying to go as far as we can go.
Absolutely. It's going to be very fun. And by the way, as well, I mean, you think it's already not going by fast. Basketball has scrimmages this week.
Yeah. This is the craziest time of the year when they start overlapping.
Yes, it's going to get crazy, folks. So be sure to subscribe, follow along with the show. We'll have great interviews coming up with some of our winter sport athletes very soon as their season start up. But that's going to conclude another episode here in the books behind the Bulldogs. Tatum, any last thoughts?
No. I mean, just another great episode. Keep interacting with us on social media and giving us your guys' thoughts and suggestions, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, I think we're due for another poll, by the way. Like we're starting to see our openings line up. So give us your guests that you think would be great on the show.
Yeah.
And they might be sitting in those chairs right over there.
Yeah, you never know until you try.
Yeah. So be sure to follow, be sure to submit your guests, and until next time, we'll see you later, everybody.